everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you guys some summer recipe ideas, and some of these are new and some of these I eat all of the time. If you're new to my channel, my name is Alissa and I post new videos on Tuesdays. This first recipe I'm doing is new. I had never made it before. It's Hawaiian chicken, and right now I'm putting the marinade all into this jar. So it's 1/4 cup of pineapple juice, and then now I'm doing 5 cloves of garlic, but I'm just doing 5 scoops. This is a teaspoon, so 5 teaspoons of minced garlic. Next I'm adding 2 tablespoons of honey, and I just sprayed the inside of this scoop with some oil, and that just helps to make the honey come out really nicely. Next up is 3 tablespoons of ketchup. Then the recipe calls for 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and I'm just using liquid aminos instead. And the last ingredient is 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. So then I'm just going to stir this up and add it to a bag with my chicken. And then I would recommend leaving it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes before you grill it. I left it for a few hours while I went to work, and it was perfect. Also, I used 3 chicken breasts, and then I like to cut my chicken breasts in half the long ways. And also, to go with this, I made coconut rice, which is just normal rice, but cook it in half coconut milk, half water, instead of just cooking your rice in water like normal. And then here's what it looked like when it was all done. We threw some of the extra pineapples on the grill too. Next I'm going to be making a summer salad, and I actually made this on the same night as I made the Hawaiian chicken, and it went pretty well together. So I'm starting off with 2 avocados. You're only going to see me cut 1 here because at the end I decided I wanted another one since they're pretty small. This next ingredient is just 1 can of corn, drained and rinsed. Now I'm adding cucumbers, and this recipe calls for the mini cucumbers, but I also have made it with regular size cucumbers and it's just as good. So I'm adding 2 of those here, but again I do end up adding 3 later because I just wanted a little bit more. Now I'm adding cherry tomatoes, and I'm just cutting them in half, and I'm adding 1 whole container. Next is red onion, and the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. I basically just did a little bit less than half. I probably put in 1/4 of the onion. And even if you don't like onions, I don't know if I would skip this because it does add a lot of flavor. As I was mixing this up was when I decided that I wanted 1 more avocado and 1 more cucumber, just to make it a little more green, because in the picture I saw it was really green, and maybe I added too many tomatoes. I really didn't measure much for this, so I probably screwed it up, but it turned out really good this way. Lastly, I just added some olive oil and then some salt and pepper and mixed it all up, and then it was ready to go. I forgot to put in lemon juice, but I think it tasted the same. I've made it with lemon juice now too, and it didn't really make that much of a difference. I think the lemon juice is just so the avocado doesn't brown quickly. I've showed you guys smoothie bags in a previous video, but now that I'm an expert at it, I want to share with you my favorite combinations. If you missed this in my previous video, I basically just cut up fruit, put it in a bag, and freeze it, and then it's like ready to be made into a smoothie. I just add water and blend it. So this first creation is super simple, just strawberries and banana. It's really good. And I know a lot of people make smoothies to get in like their vegetables and stuff, but I'm terrible about eating fruit. So for me, this is just to get in my serving of fruit for the day. So I mostly just am making these to taste good. This next combination is 1 piece of celery, 1 apple, and pineapple. And I mostly made this creation because I had the pineapple left over from the Hawaiian chicken. This one is really good, but out of the 3 that I'm showing you, this is my least favorite, but it's still really good. Also, I used 2 little rings of pineapple out of this can. Now this last creation is probably my absolute favorite. It's 1 apple, spinach, and blueberries. And the blueberries that I had were just frozen blueberries, but it doesn't matter because you're freezing it all anyways. So I just did kind of like a handful of spinach, and then I think I did like 1/4 of a cup to 1/2 a cup of these blueberries. I wanted to show actually making one of these smoothies, so here's the strawberry banana one already frozen, and before I blend it, I kind of like mash it up with my hands, or like try to separate the fruit with my hands just to make it easier on the blender. And then I fill it up with water up to the top of the fruit and then just blend. And that is all for my summer recipes and meal ideas for today. So I hope you guys really liked this video, and I hope you guys try these recipes and love them. Let me know if you do, and if you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe and give my video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday.